Hi. Happy Tuesday.
I feel like it's been so long.
I know. Well, we took April off.
We did. We deserved it.
Yeah, we were tired.
Although, all through April, we were like, damn, why are we not doing a stream?
I want to stream. We should
Let's just
record
stream.
something.
Let's do something about nothing.
Such bums.
We're not
Can't
bums. We're
we can't
busy.
stay away from each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like before we start, I'm just going to say it wouldn't be a year if I didn't get COVID again. So excuse my coughs. um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
At this
I'm
point, I feel like you
feverish,
got
so
it
I might
for
be
me.
dumb. I may have. I may have gotten it for your entire family at this point. And I've had
I
it
hope you feel
like
better soon.
enough for my dad because he's never had it either.
Jeez. Are you
Yeah,
having anything to
lucky
drink
man.
tonight?
No, because I don't feel good. And I might want to take like Tylenol after this.
Very responsible of you.
You know,
I'm having
if
a
I had white
berry.
rum, it would be different.
I'm having a berry monkey.
Oh,
That's now my
which
favorite one out of all of the
it's your
victory
fave?
monkeys. Yeah,
Really?
out
It
of the
gives me a
victory
headache.
monkeys.
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it gives me a headache. I can't fuck with
Because
that one.
it's a berry sour.
Yeah, I love a sour. Hey, Jackie. We're gonna spoil the movie. Sorry. I'm sorry you didn't watch it, but it's
Hey,
it's
Jackie.
so good. Um, and maybe you'll watch it after that. So Joyride is a hilarious movie. Shout out to my homegirl Mitra who recommended it to me. Um, shit, here goes the brain. I wanted to say something about it's on sale. It's cheaper to buy it than to rent it.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
four
four
ninety
ninety
nine.
nine to buy.
Like just buy it and watch along as we're doing this.
It's only in like an hour and a half too.
It's just
Quick
like
movie.
from start to finish, it's just awesome. So Joyride came out last year, which was the year before this one, and I have like my brain fog is bad. I don't remember anything. That's why I have extensive notes this time. Um, and it was like after I saw it, I was super shocked that it didn't get more attention and didn't get more love because it is the funniest movie I've seen in a long time. Not that I'm always checking for comedies, but as far as just like situational, like female lead movies, like yeah. And I was gonna say there's not like a romance thing in there. There is, but like it doesn't it I don't count it in romance land technically because there's no
Well, because that's
pining.
yeah, it's not a it's that character already has a partner. It's not about like
Hmm.
them finding a partner or
Yeah.
falling in love or anything like that.
Not that we're against that. However, well, Tanya is. I love
Hate
Bollywood
love.
movies.
I'm just
This is
kidding.
where we disagree. I love
It's all right.
love. That was a spoiler. Just so you know. Yeah, but this movie is great. I'm like super sad that it didn't get more love. When I went to the theaters and saw it, I was one of 6 people there. And I was just at like I laughed the whole way through. I don't Tanya knows I don't really rewatch things and I've seen this movie like 5 or 6 times. And I keep introducing other people to it cuz it's just that good. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely like screaming and belly laughing when I watched this. Even the second time, I watched it for the second time last night.
Yeah, it's
And
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Um so we don't want to fuck up her name, but Sherry C is one of the writers on this movie.
Are you
So
ready
is
for me to fuck
Teresa
it up?
Sao, and I mean, okay,
Cherry Chevra Pravadamrong.
we're so sorry. We love you, and we love this movie, and we should have found a pronouncer, and we apologize. Um, but heart to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's directed by Adele Lim, and it's just like I said, from start to finish, it's so much fun. Premise.
Excuse me. The
That was
premise.
such a ladylike burp.
Thank you. I didn't even mute. So we have these two besties who've known each other since they were kids, both Chinese, one adopted by white parents. They grew up in the super white neighborhood. They were the only Asian girl, so they became instant best friends when parents introduced them. One of them's a bit of a firecracker. She'll,
I
you know,
identify as Lolo, just
yeah,
so you know. My
Lolo is
pronouns
the
are now low, low.
yes, Lolo is quite the firecracker, free spirit, crazy girl, artist. Audrey is her bestie, who's the more straight laced, not boring, but you know, more straight laced.
Overachiever,
Yeah,
by the
definite
book.
overachiever.
Yeah.
And
Society made her that way.
yeah, and
We'll go there.
they're gonna take a trip, and on this trip, we're bringing Lolo's cousin Deadeye
Deadeye.
and Audrey's college bestie Kat.
Ah, so great. What I love about this movie, like, I don't know if you like it when we talk about comedies and things that we love, like the general mood of it is like obviously something we're like, okay, that's cool. But it's this movie, like Don't Be a Menace, or like any of the ones that we did for the Black Film Festival a year ago. It's just like it's the little things that make it funny. You know, like when they're opening, it's like White Hills Park, and everybody in the beginning of the movie is
And they're
white.
playing Dave Matthews
They're playing
Band.
Dave Matthews. Bam, 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 bam. It's so funny. Yeah, and you know, they, as Tanya was saying, they bonded over culture because they looked like each other. And you know, you have to do that. You have to bond together when everybody else is being shitty to you because you don't look like them. And even the parents, when they're introducing when Audrey's parents are introducing themselves to Lolo's parents, they're like, la la la. We know we're white, but can
They're
your
like,
kid be
excuse
friends
me, are
with
you
my kid?
they start off with, excuse me, are you Chinese?
Yeah. And Lolo's parents are like, yeah, and we speak English and we're from here.
Right.
I love how they just come out the gate swinging with that. They're like, no, 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 no.
New to the neighborhood, not to the country.
Yeah, exactly. It was so fun. Yeah. So Audrey's a big time lawyer. She decided to be an overachiever to like let those people say that they couldn't tell her shit, which shout out to her. And I just realized I didn't put my other light on. Oh well, this is what you get. And the Knicks are playing today, so excuse my distraction. They are currently winning, and it's going to be halftime soon. Anyway, so she gets made fun of in school because she shows her family tree and it's all white people, and they're like, why didn't your parents want you? You're adopted, blah 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 blah. And you know, Lolo's like, don't worry about them, like they don't matter, they're just losers, like you don't need to prove anything. And Audrey was like, hold my beer. And got every single award. It became like a big time lawyer, and now she's up for a promotion to partner, and it requires her going to the motherland
To close this deal, which is
Mhm.
it's always so funny to me that like in movies, when like things like becoming partner or getting tenure, it's always like this like very intense, almost competition, when in real life it's like
Mm.
paperwork. Very
Mm.
boring.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I didn't know. I thought it was like
It's largely
trials
paperwork.
by fire.
Yes, it is largely paperwork.
And like she works at a firm that's also like basically why she's like the one Asian chick, and
The
you know,
guy, her coworker, the one who kept saying he's an ally, he was
yes,
hilarious.
he's so funny. And she was like, you know, we threw that. He's like, she's like, thanks for the Mulan themed birthday party. He was like, you're welcome. I'm like taking all the credit for that. But it's funny because when they walk out, she's like, hey, Michael, hey, Josh, hey, Dave, hey, Michael, hey, Michael, hey, Kevin. And I was just like,
Hey, Mike, hey, other Mike.
Lisa, too. Yeah, so Audrey's like, I'm gonna take my bestie, I'm taking Lola because she speaks Chinese, because Audrey doesn't speak Chinese, she just did an hour on Duolingo. So Lola's supposed to come be her translator. A little bit about Lola. Free spirit, she makes body positive, sex positive art and wants to get the conversation going, which is why I identify so strongly with her. No shames in the SEGGS. You got to spell it like the gram. But you know, she tells her, well, Lolo lives with Audrey. She lives with her in her, like, I guess they said it was her garage,
It's
but it
like
looked like
it
a
looked
little
like a
mini
little, yeah.
house to me.
It looked like a shed.
It looked like a she shed though.
Yeah.
Like
But
I
like,
aspire to a she shed where I can just read books and drink wine all day.
yeah, but I'd want a she shed behind my house. Like, I don't want to just live in a shed.
I lived in a tent for 2 weeks last month, so I have very low expectations of stuff. Not that I
My
don't love
vibe
my
at all.
apartment.
Not my vibe at all. Not my vibe at all.
Yeah. So she's like, "Hey, Lolo, we're gonna go, but this is a work trip. This is a work
Very
trip.
serious.
Very serious. No fucking around. We're here to work." And Lolo's like, "Yeah. Fine." Although we have to say, when we meet Lolo again, she's like sexting a basketball player she's never met because he plays in China.
I liked the way Deadeye was introduced too. Where we see
Me
we're
too.
following the super stylish,
Mhm.
quirky Asian girl.
Yeah, she's
And
like, she's into K-pop and like all these cool like things or whatever. She's cool now. And yeah, you're getting this like
and then
super chic.
Yeah, the super chic, trendy, stylish Asian girl. Then she keeps walking, and then there's just Deadeye standing there, like, "Hi guys."
And when she turns around and sees her, and like the way that she scares her makes me laugh so hard every time. Because Deadeye is like, as you can see, here is androgynous, right? And not at all like the woman that we are thinking that she's gonna be. But Deadeye's tagging along because she's supposed to go visit her like Chinese family, which we can talk about later. I love it. I love this movie. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's so funny. Yeah. So they go to China, and Audrey. Wait. First of all, because this is next to my notes, and it's like we could talk about it later, but Audrey, up until her apology at the end, is totally giving Carrie Bradshaw, Miss Self-Centered, Miss Full of Myself, Miss you guys are not good friends. You guys are doing this and this and that. It's all about me. I. This is my problem. Like, totally. And I forgot about that until I watched it yesterday. I was like, "Ooh, I can't stand you." But then at the end of the movie, she apologizes, and it's like, okay. But she is like super self-centered, and I get it because like you're trying to get a promotion, but yeah,
I didn't like how mean she got to Lolo.
Like at all.
And you know, it's funny, whenever I see these movies where like the friends have a fight like this, I'm like, man, I've never had a fight with like my friends. Like Nikki and I never fight.
I only had one recently for the first time, but that wasn't you, that was someone else. And it wasn't really a fight. It was a let me check you real quick situation. But yeah, no, she's all fucked up. And you know, Lolo's just trying to help her out. She's coming as a translator, right? She's like being the cultural ambassador, which before we know Kat's coming along. And she's like, "Let's find your birth mother. We used to talk about this all the time," because Audrey had a picture of her birth mother, and on the back, because she doesn't read or speak Chinese, she had no idea that the adoption agency was listed there this whole time. And so Lolo's like, "Let's do it. Let's go find your mom." And she was like, no.
She was like, "What?
Who? Don't you see me doing sandwich hugs with my white parents?" No, like obviously, let me just back up and be like, no shade to white families and not parents. Like I have an entire white family who I love dearly. So shout out to y'all. But they were super white. Yeah. Yeah, no, she was really mean to her. And I feel like she was mean to her in situations where it was uncalled for and called her out on things that were actually not really her fault. It was just a result of her not getting her way, instead of calling her out when she's out there dropping shade bombs that were none of her business to Kat. I was like, I know that you like friends tell friends who don't know each other's things, you know, but like she's out here
You're not supposed to go back and tell them. Yeah, you're not supposed to go back and tell them when you meet.
Right? You're not supposed to be like,
That's
"Oh, you're getting Eiffel Tower by the Jonas Brothers and you've got a hoo-ha tat." I don't know if can we say the P word? Do we ever say the P word on here?
I don't know.
Well, they say the P word in
Pussy.
the movie. Pussy. Um, she's got one of those tattoos, and it's like, yeah. So that's our introduction to Kat. Is like she's also, you'd think initially that her and Lola would get along because they both have like sex positive attitudes and they're free flowing and they're artists and they're pursuing art. Hey Kay.
Hola.
You are in the void.
It's mysterious.
I am in the void.
Oh.
Yeah, I was double second guessing my name choice, so I didn't know if you guys would want that on your screen, like
was it Pussy Tat?
Was the Pussy Tat?
Close.
Because we debated about it.
It was Juicy Peens and Vagines.
Yeah.
It's not too late to change it.
It really isn't.
No, it is not.
It really isn't. We 100% fully support these moves. Yeah.
Well, now I feel like I need something.
Ooh, do it.
Why don't you have something? Come on, peer pressure, peer pressure.
All right, here we go.
Think fast. I'm having fever and chills at the same time. I'm like sweating under my boobs and like being freezing everywhere else.
Yes, I approve that message.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna keep clapping.
Yeah, you get a Dumbledore clap for that. So what have I missed? How are we?
We're talking about how Audrey's a terrible friend until the end, and how Lolo and Kat should have gotten along, but they didn't because poor Lolo felt threatened. But also, when we talked about how Audrey was a jerk to Lolo and Kat later, actually, a jerk to all of them, and
kind of all around,
and calling, like, I compared her to Carrie Bradshaw, so we'll get back into that later. But but how she didn't call like Lolo out in the beginning for like spilling Kat's tea upon the meeting. Like, how are you out here talking about her pussy tat and her loves and in front of her boyfriend, like her fiance?
Like, okay,
sorry.
I understand we may not really be getting along and we only hang out because of that chick over there. However, young lady, I will pop you in your damn mouth if you don't shut the frack up right now.
Yeah, like
don't be telling my business in front of my mans. Do you see this?
What's a thing that I found interesting about that? So, like, if you grew up in the same town your whole life, have the same, best friend the whole time, when you go off to college and you make other friends, it does get weird.
Does it?
Does it?
I don't have that experience.
I
never had that problem.
I've had some of the same friends since I was 5 and 6 years old. And all the, from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, same friends. And then we all split up, went to different colleges, and it gets weird in the sense that, like, you kind of feel like you're being replaced, but at the same time you're also replacing them a little bit. But at the same time, nobody's really being replaced, but you grow and you change, and it's like, it's for me, it was the first time. It's just the first, like, everyone I knew, I've known almost since kindergarten, maybe like 4th grade, the latest, like almost everyone I knew I'd known my whole life. So like college is the first time. It's like people that haven't watched me grow up from like practically a toddler.
That has always blown my mind as a military brat when people tell me that they've lived in the same town or that they lived, like, their parents still live in the house that they grew up in, and you like go and they've got those little marks on the wall. I'm just like, whoa.
That's what it is for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. My mom still lives in the house I grew up in. Her apartment before that is still in my family. So like that's still there. My grandparents still live in the same house in the same town. My uncles went to the same high school I went to. And all my cousins.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome.
Like all of the ones
that's kind of slick. So you tell you're a legacy kid.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then you leave and you go to college, and it's like all these strangers. And for a lot of people, it's a time to reinvent yourself. You get to start over.
Yeah.
A lot of the queer kids I knew growing up came out in college, and not at all in high school, because you get to start fresh. And but with that, like, I know that like one of my closest friends, Kali, she and I hung out like every day. And then we got split up for high school because we were just terrible, and her parents sent her to a private school. And that softened the blow a little bit. But then I made a new close friend in high school, Shalia. And I remember there being tension with Kali and Shalia. Not like they didn't get along, but at least that, there was like some tension of kind of like, well, who's this chick? Like, this is my spot. Like, you don't know her like I know her.
Yeah.
And then you get to college and it's the same thing. So I get Lolo. I get like her feeling a little bit jealous
and threatened
and like kind of threatened because she's thinking about what her place is now in Audrey's life if Audrey has this best friend and that was her role. And then Kat, I don't know what Kat's problem is. I guess Lolo was just mean to her.
Well, yeah, she would have been like super cool to meet her, and happy to meet her, except that Lolo came out. And I have to say that when I got towards the end of the movie, I was just like, we already talked about how we love the writers, but I felt that there was a little bit of inconsistency in Lolo's character to come out like slut shaming Kat when you're sex positive.
Yeah.
Like that didn't make sense to me.
It didn't. Yeah. It didn't at all.
But
it's one of those pointless
but I guess
arguments that come up.
I guess it wasn't so much that she was shaming her for like what she's done, but about the fact that she's hiding it.
That she's hiding it.
You like how I blotted my lip earlier?
Yeah, I think the shaming was more so about her faking the funk.
Yeah.
Than it was about like what she actually did.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's fair.
I can accept that. The Kat is cool. She's like a big time movie star or TV star in China.
Yeah.
And oh my, she's like, can I just say Stephanie Su? I love her so much.
I love her. She's so funny.
She's awesome in everything.
Yeah, and I have a crush on her. I think she's so cute. But she's awesome in everything, and she's so. I mean, I think we saw a little bit of it in Everything Everywhere All at Once, but she's so funny, and it's not like funny. It's just like where she's standing next to Clarence, next to Clarence, and she's got her hands on his chest, and she's like talking to him, and she's just like low key, like casually, like sniffing and drooling, and just like, checking him out. Those little micro movements are so funny to me because you see that she's like seething with like sexual energy, but she's like, they're waiting till they're married. And it's
girl.
And why?
And he's so hot. Like,
well, because he wants to.
Because he wants to. Because you got to leave room for Jesus.
I mean, at that point, okay. I'm getting ahead of us. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
He's like super Christian, and she's like, "I'm a good Christian woman. You know that." Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, and yeah, I love her, and also like her style throughout this movie. Every outfit.
Oh yeah, dressed to the nines.
Oh my god. And maybe we should have led with this because the girls in this movie are cute for sure, but there are so many hot guys in this movie. It's like overwhelming.
I almost made them my background, but then I decided to use us. But I just don't remember where I put the picture.
Oh, I should send it to you.
So now you're in the.
It's in WhatsApp.
No, wait, no, I got it.
Yeah, it's in WhatsApp.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, just super stupid. I didn't even write down any of their names because now they're objects, but all the guys are hot.
I mean, did you really need to know their names though? I mean, even I can say no, they pretty. 100%. And I was not mad. When the suggestion was made for the three-way that happened. I kind of
oh my gosh
on that.
I loved it. At first, I was so surprised because I was just surprised by Audrey. Like, but then it's
Get
like
it,
that's
get it,
Lolo's bestie, so
get it, girl.
they gotta have something. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
there's something there
Yeah,
in common.
exactly. Like she must have got down. I was super proud of her for that. So anyway, right?
Yeah.
They go to this club because like that's where they're gonna meet these businessmen. And they meet Chow, who is the person that that Audrey's gotta close a deal with. And she's like, it's weird that we're having a meeting at a club. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, when in Rome? This one.
The
It's
blob
okay.
always ruins my life.
I almost wore pink hair so I could like vibe with that photo. But yeah, so they go to a club and they meet
Yeah,
Chow
still kind of off.
and they are drinking. Shot,
Like
shots. Like
super
hardcore drinking.
drinking. Like,
Like,
bro,
I've
what is
never-
y'all's tolerance level?
Dude, I've never had the pleasure of serving Chinese businessmen when I was a waitress, but I have served Japanese businessmen and whew, they went hard.
The sake be strong with them.
Oh, they were drinking beer, like boots and boots and boots of it. However, I am convinced. I thought Irish people drink a lot, but I don't. I feel like the only time I've ever like been seriously outmatched was drinking with Australians.
Hmm.
They don't fuck around.
I know exactly what you mean. They are a whole different breed of drinker
I have not
in
had
the
the pleasure.
outback.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll sleep under a table.
Mhm. Literally, because I'm
Oh man.
fairly certain, if I'm remembering correctly, I woke up under the dining room table.
See, there it is. But
I
yeah, so
haven't
they're
partied with
drinking.
Chinese businessmen either.
Yeah, we should make it a thing for the summer.
Just find some like Chinese businesmen and hang out with them.
Go
Yeah.
crash your party.
Yeah, totally. Why not?
Let me know how it goes when you do it.
Yeah. Tanya,
Yes.
AK,
That's bothering me. Yes.
would you have consumed the 1,000-year egg
No.
shot?
No,
Absolutely not.
no.
Mm-mm.
I would have
I
thrown up.
understand.
The moment I felt it in my mouth, I would have thrown up. I have the weakest stomach of all time.
Mm.
I understand.
Even just
it
thinking
was a
about it, I
social
start to
cue,
gag a
but
little bit.
yeah.
Like when she's holding it in her mouth and that little bit on her lip, like
Oh my god, it's like she
Well,
should have
just
just
thinking
swallowed
about it.
immediately.
Just
Like it's the type of shot where you're just like straight to the back of the throat.
yeah.
I don't.
I said
it. You're nasty. I don't want anything in my drinks outside of ice.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Like I don't
good.
even
Yeah.
fuck with tapioca. So
Yeah, like
Dude.
if you, so you guys should just
Never
Google
liked tapioca.
a 1,000-year-old egg. So imagine a shot of some clear alcohol with a black egg in it, and not even like a full one. And everybody else was so excited, like it's a delicacy.
Yeah,
I
like
remember my friend
mm-mm.
gave me it was like an aged pickled egg, and it just sat in my pantry because I was like, I don't think I can. It was black.
there's no way I would have done it.
No, not at all. That would have been the part. It wouldn't have even gotten probably past that part of the movie for the deal to go down, because he probably would have taken that as an insult that I didn't want to drink it, and yeah, the deal would have been over.
I would
I
have
don't
thrown up.
know.
I would have thrown up once I saw somebody else drink it.
It's possible, right? Like I feel
Mm.
like
It looked too gross.
like I understand trying to keep up with. I used to, like all my friends used to be guys, and I used to like that's probably why my tolerance is what it is. But I understand wanting to keep up with people, but I also understand like you don't have to drink that shot. Like don't do every shot, do every other shot, you know? Or be like, hey, you know what? I just like I'm jet lagged and it's high altitude, like I'm on my
Mhm.
period, I'm taking medication, I'm on antibiotics, you know, like have a couple.
I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant, right?
That
something to keep you from like having to do all these shots. But I
Yeah.
also understand like you're in China for the first time and you're having fun and you're with your girls and it's exciting, and like there's all this pressure that she's really putting on herself. But yeah, no, hard pass on the egg shot. Blech.
yeah.
I will say,
I-
when I went to China, I did drink a mysterious liquor that to this day, the person I spoke to, their English wasn't great. They told me it was bamboo wine. It was not any kind of wine. Maybe it was something with bamboo. I don't know. All I know is it was definitely not wine, and it had me completely blacked out. Just I poured it in a wine glass and drank it like wine. And as I'm sipping it, I'm like,
You
this
know
is
what?
not wine. This is like 40%.
The
Like
bamboo moonshine.
it was,
Y-
girl,
y-
I don't know what it was. I brought some home,
Ooh.
and Mila and I drank a ton of it one night and watched lava videos for hours.
You know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of Guyanese high wine. It is not wine by
Nikki,
any
you
means.
okay?
You good? Have some water.
My cough has come back, and that was just that put me over the edge. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds exactly like Guyanese high wine, and it burns worse than freaking Everclear when
Was
you
it-
drink
wait,
it. I don't know why it's
that
called
was-
wine.
That's what I was going to ask. My next question. Thanks, AK. Is like, was it smooth or was it like?
It was smooth and it was kind of sweet, but it burned. So like it's
yeah.
not like wine.
Yeah,
Mhm,
definitely not.
mhm.
Like it burned like overproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Have you ever had Everclear?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Those
Yeah.
brain cells never grew back.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
They-
some language I
they
should
go
be
away.
speaking now that burned away. I lost my Spanish.
Totally. What about Pai Pai Low?
Would you play that?
I don't know. I keep
What,
thinking
is
that I
the
wouldn't.
slapping game?
That's the slapping
Yeah.
game. So
It's like
basically,
slapping
it's like
rock, paper, scissors.
and like I guess it's odds and evens, and then whoever loses
Odds
gets
and
to
evens,
slap the other
yeah.
person. And as every time I watch it, I'm like, why don't I
Mm-mm.
play this game? I feel like it would feel like a good idea until the first time I got slapped, because I don't know how you get slapped the first time, especially
And
when
it
they
not
do the
be a
double
fist
slap.
fight?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
your reflex is not to slap right back.
Yeah, or
It's not-
punch.
don't
my
violence it.
my automatic reflex would be to block the hit and then jab you in the jaw.
Well, that's
whichever
the other
hand
thing,
I'm
right?
not
Is that you're
blocking with.
sitting there anticipating the slap.
And I
But
wear
this-
glasses.
Is it weird
so
that I
no, you
want to do
smack-
it more now?
I mean, I kind of want to do it too, but I couldn't do it with you or
No?
you. No.
Oh man, I'd slap both of you.
I'm not
Lovingly.
surprised. I'm laughing, but I am not surprised at all.
Says our barbarian.
With love, with love.
Candy cane is
I
anyone
am-
some candy cane. Hi, Peter.
Candy cane.
Hey Peter.
Hey, Peter.
What is candy cane?
Explain.
This reminds me of Audrey's terrible impersonations.
she cracked me up though.
Oh,
with them.
Gollum.
Yeah. When that what's
Bro,
so
like,
it's
why-
funny, like that's absolutely something
Why
I would
did
have
she
done
even bring
upon
that
meeting
out?
a hot guy in a bar.
I was thinking Joyride the movie. Wait,
This
is this
Joyride the
Joyride
movie.
Is
This
this
is-
Joyride 2000 something or
Is-
Joyride 2020?
Yeah, is it, you talking about Joyride 2013?
Oh, Paul Walker.
we're
You're talking
talking-
about Paul Walker Joyride.
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't
I
think
used
would
to
ever
have
watch that.
dreams that I married him like a lot when I was a teenager. It was so weird.
He's
that's
cute.
interesting.
Well, he was. Had
He
pre-
likes
had pretty eyes.
teenagers.
Wait, what?
Explain, please.
Oh, he was a grown man with like a 18 or 19-year-old girlfriend.
Oh,
Word? Oh, I
maybe.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe I was
Ah.
channeling her.
Damn it, Paul.
Yeah, you know the
So I
vibes.
go for like knowing too much
Um,
about people.
All my faves are trash.
Whoops.
Real quick before you say anything, Tanya, AK, I know that it's on your bingo card, so I just want to go ahead and let you know that this is a Sanderson reference.
Hold on. I am unprepared tonight. I don't have.
Oh, and you know what? I have
near
my
me.
Thrones reference too.
Boom, boom,
Ha!
bing
done.
bong.
Bing bong.
I have no reference.
I told you to add another one to your bingo card when we were in Phoenix, but I don't remember what it was now. It's something I
I've-
talk about all the time, but oh well.
I feel like it
Oh,
has
I
something
was-
to do
I
with
was saying,
Thrones, but I don't remember.
The scene where she's meeting those two guys before she, gets her train on. When she makes the
Choo,
Gollum
choo.
impersonation, all that. I was like, that is exactly the type of thing I would have done upon
Such a nerd.
meeting a guy. That's why I always joke that like my host stage didn't pop off because I was scaring the host. I was scaring the hose real bad. Absolutely,
know
the type of
what?
thing I would have done.
I don't remember how much I drank when we first watched this, but half of this movie was like I was watching a whole
Oh,
new
Hi,
no,
movie.
Chantal.
princess.
I
You said it was like
didn't,
watching what?
remember. It was like just watching a movie I'd never seen before.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
that was a fun night.
It was, and there was a lot of rum involved, so I got to laugh
Wait,
at
what
it
night?
anew
So
all
when we
over
did
again.
so we did a watch party.
When we did the group watch,
We did a watch party for this, which no Amazon no longer does for this movie.
Really?
Mhm.
Like for
so
this movie
annoying.
specifically, or
I think they may have just like discontinued it recently in the last like couple
Mm.
months. Because I went and I was
Aw,
trying to
that was
watch it
so
with
fun,
someone. Shout
though.
out to my friend M. I was trying to watch it with M, and they ended up buying it instead. But like I said, $4.99. Go get that movie. Yeah,
worth it.
yeah. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely. Like I was telling me and
Yeah.
Tanya briefly talked about this, but tried not to talk about it. And I was just, this movie has such a high rewatch value. Like
Mhm.
Oh
you can
yeah,
just watch it over and over and over again, because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna laugh every single time they get on the fucking train.
yo.
Can we talk about
Let's talk
Yes,
about
please.
the train.
Yes.
talk about this train ride?
Oh my god.
You know what I have on my thing? Come on the drug train. Yeah, so they're going to find, because Chow's like, I can't do business with you because you don't know your family, and Lola's
Which
like,
is
"Oh my
like,
God,
I was
yes,
like,
she
what?
does."
Like, yeah. And first
What
of
are
all,
you
that's some
talking about?
bullshit, sir. She told you she was adopted, though.
Yeah,
I know, and he like dragged her
what
for
are you
being
What are you
adopted.
upset for? Like it was her fault. As a tiny little newborn baby, she said,
what
"I
she
want
should
to be
have done is
adopted."
busted out her poster board of her family tree from like 3rd grade. Clearly, she knows.
You know
her family.
she still has it in her closet.
She totally does. It's not even a closet. It's like on a wall in the basement, and the parents have like a display
Oh
case.
man, I
and
did a
lights.
family tree once when my great grandma was still alive when I was a kid. And I was putting down like how people died. And when I asked her how her husband died, she told me he got kicked in the dick. And that was it. Like there was like
By
no
what
further a
exactly?
donkey.
Did you put that on your thing?
I think I put that he had like prostate cancer or something like that. Because I was like, I don't think I should say he was kicked in the dick and like died. Like,
Ouch.
He
I
got
need to ask my
Ugh.
grandmother about that actually.
You should totally
Make a-
ask her about
Make
that.
a note for that. Because
Yes,
I need
we
the
would
details.
we would like to know that backstory, please and thank
She
you.
didn't explain anything. The way she put
That's
it,
wild.
she said he was kicked in his seed, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
She was eloquent.
what was he doing?
She's a proper lady.
That's that.
I mean, he's a
That
farmer.
sounds
I
like
don't
there's
know.
something extra there.
I don't know.
shout out to my brother Tariq. He just hit me up.
Hi, Tariq.
Hi.
Tell Tariq hi.
Hi. I should have put this thing in our chat, but I didn't.
I am
So, yeah.
gonna do that right now.
Thank you. So they're gonna go find Audrey's birth mom on a wild crazy goose chase through China.
Oh yes,
and
the train.
They got to get on the train.
Yes.
And
yes, let's get
Audrey,
back to
who
the
is
train.
casually racist against Chinese people, didn't
Bruh.
want to sit in any of the cars with them. Like, she's outside. She's like, oh my God, I got to hold our bags and da-da-da-da. I'm like, aren't you in the country where everybody looks like you? I remember when I went to Ethiopia, I was just like,
It's so crazy.
Whoa. And then when I went to St. Lucia as an adult, I was just like, he looks like me. My mind was blown. It was like the first time I went to Jamaica, Queens when I moved here. And I was just like,
That's how I felt the first time I went to Atlanta. Like I landed in the airport and I'm like, is there like a convention or something? There's so many black people here. Like, I'm not used to seeing like outside of going to Jamaica. Like I wasn't used to seeing so many black people at like the
Right?
airport. I was like, there must be something going on.
that shit is magical.
It's like holy
And
shit.
so, like, instead of feeling like, oh my God, she did at first, but then she was like confusing all the Asians. They're like, they're Taiwanese, they're Japanese, they're Korean. And she's like, oh, well, they all look the same.
Yeah, homie, it's wild that had to be broken down for her because I guess
But
I
I mean,
understand
she
it from
grew
the
up
mindset
without-
of her parents.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
they wanted her to have another Asian friend, and I get that. So they gravitated
She
to
was also
the
one
only
of
other
two
one.
in town, though.
But yes, I understand that.
But you would have
that
thought
was important enough to them, so I would think that it would be important for them to teach her what the difference is.
I don't. They wouldn't
Well,
know.
no, they wouldn't know, but Lolo's family is right there. You know,
Yeah.
they could have
Ve-
encouraged her
very
to learn
true.
more about
Yeah.
Chinese culture through Lolo's
Yeah.
family.
Through
Very
yeah,
true.
more immersion.
And
'Cause,
I like Lolo, but Lolo got issues sometimes, and I got beef with her every now and then.
Do tell momentarily. I will
Yes,
say,
yes, continue.
because my Chinese friend, shout out to Maureen, is she'll always break down the difference. She's like, oh no, that guy's he's not from this place, he's from that place, and this is how this is how you know. And I was like, oh, you know, which is super cool. So
Mhm.
anyway, she's like, oh my god, they're gonna steal, pickpockets, da 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 da, acting as, you know, a non-Chinese person would be acting like in China. So
Mhm.
they get on this train and she's like, not that car, not, although the first car they looked in, like, I wouldn't have sat in there either. Those guys were like playing cards and just two men being, they looked a little sus. But
Yeah,
the
they look sus.
family, like, that was just sitting there. I'm like, oh, this is your opportunity to get to know people. You know, like, this is a husband and couple. They're just there eating her oranges, and she's like, ew, I don't like the smell of oranges. I was like, bitch, what?
Like, who doesn't like the smell of oranges?
Who
you
doesn't like
psycho?
the smell of oranges? Like, who doesn't like the smell of citrus anything? Like, citrus, like, those are the fruits that you can count
Sorry.
on to smell great.
I'm watching the game.
Are you summoning someone? Oh, okay.
No, the Knicks are playing.
I just realized I thought this whole time I thought Brian was in the room because the game is on the TV.
Oh,
He's absolutely not in here.
See, you can keep it too. Yeah, but then Audrey's like, "Oh my God, there's only one person in this car, and it's this white girl who's like chewing down her cuticles. Let's sit here."
And she looked so
How
sus immediately.
Sus as hell. How did everybody clock that except her?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, what do you do? Import and some export."
Export.
How did you not think drug dealer?
It's that funny. There's that
Smuggler.
moment with her and Kat, and I forgot what she says, where Kat asks her a question and she's like, huh? And she's like, huh? And then they changed the conversation. Like, I don't know who that actress is, but she was hilarious too.
Mhm.
She was.
I should
She
find out
was.
her name.
When
They
she blew the Coke in everyone's face, like,
Yo,
I was howling.
the
So
easiest
funny.
thing to do would have just been leave the car. Just, you don't have to try to help her hide anything. Just walk out of the car.
But where's the fun in
Yeah,
that?
but in the moment, but in the moment,
walk
though,
down the hallway.
in the moment, though, like, you know, your mind is racing.
Yeah, exactly. It's very
When weird,
it's very
like when weird
crazy.
stuff happens, you kind of freeze out.
Okay,
You know, and they had that moment. Like, I talk
Fair
about this
enough.
too when I travel, but I'm glad that they mentioned Broke Down Palace, because that's what I think about every time somebody talks about like smuggling drugs. I'm like, no. If you guys haven't seen that movie, watch that movie. You'll
haven't
never
seen
bring
that.
drugs in it.
Can I show you my
Ooh.
Mother's Day card? It says Super Mom.
Aw.
aw, you are.
Who is in
super
that?
mom.
Broke Down Palace. Is that Claire Danes? Broke Down Palace. Yeah, it's Claire Danes and Kate Beckinsale. And basically,
Oh.
one of them is like a drug mule, and she gets the other one into it. Except she goes to, I think it's Thailand, and gets busted.
Oh, that is.
Do
one
you
of
ever
the
watch
worst
Locked Up Abroad?
places.
Terrible,
Yeah,
huh?
Locked Up
Do you watch
Abroad and
Locked Up Abroad?
Mm-mm.
oh,
It's
you've
so
never watched
good.
that? It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
Is it
Please.
is that a true crime thingy?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I've never seen it. It's not
The,
my
like one
genre,
of the
though.
one of the common
they-
threads is like the person who's muling is actually a decoy to get a bigger mule
Mhm.
through, and
To
it's like
get
the
it
big-
happens so often.
Yeah, that's what
so
happened.
often.
It's like, never take this deal. Never ever agree. Oh, you
Dude.
get a free vacation. All you have to do is like shove this up your ass and fly back home with it.
Mm-hmm. That's like also, just for the record of things to watch that are drug related, Midnight Express. It's based on a true story of a guy that got caught smuggling or trying to smuggle hashish back into the U.S. He was locked up for, I want to say, maybe about a decade.
Midnight what?
Before he was able to escape.
Express.
Midnight Express. I forget what the guy's name is, but yeah,
Brad
it
Davis?
happened in the 70s. Sounds
Oliver Stone
accurate.
movie.
Yes.
Okay, I'm into that.
Yeah. Like they weren't ever gonna let him go. His dad actually had to smuggle him money so he could bribe the guards and escape from the prison.
I think it was a similar thing. Like, her parents were, they're like, "Oh no, trial," and they're like, "Ha, ha, ha, bitch, this is Thailand." embassy, and they're
Mm.
like, but you brought the drugs, right? But yeah, so they're in
Yeah.
this car, and this woman is like, oh my god, the police, we gotta like, he can't get rid of these drugs because the window is closed, but that means we gotta do them.
You
That
know
was
what?
It's like, what do you
Hide them
hold
or
on.
do them.
And not even that being the solution, I feel was downplayed in this moment and in the scenes after, because the amount of drugs that they actually put into their body, and I don't mean the stuff that was still wrapped up, I mean every pill that they swallowed, everything, all the powders that they sniffed, they barely were noticeably high. And I
they
feel like
should've
they should have
died.
done
They
more
should have
with
died.
that.
They should have. Well, they for sure should have died.
Yeah.
And I love how Lolo's like, you know, as like the Molly and the Coke just like balance me out. I just feel good.
Of course, because that would happen
Meanwhile,
with
Deadeye's
her.
like seeing giraffes taking off their spots and throwing them like frisbees.
That
and
part,
Audrey's,
I was
like-
and
not
Audrey is
surprised
just
at.
like
Audrey.
thirsting for more cocaine.
You know, she's like, okay,
Mhm.
let's do this.
like-
We're gonna like, what is it? But you know, we need money. We need money because we need jobs. We need jobs, and then we need money so
Dude.
we can get more Coke.
when Deadeye runs off, she freaks out and she runs off into the field. And Audrey's like, hey, when you come back, bring more cocaine.
You know what it reminded me? I can't remember who I was talking to
Oh,
about
man.
smoking crack. And they were like, they smoked crack and didn't like it, didn't like how it felt, didn't like, any of it, but woke up the next day wanting to do it again. And they were like, nope, absolutely not.
Oh, fuck that.
Like, absolutely not
It's
trying it
literally
again because
that addictive. That is exactly why I never wanted to try anything harder than weed. The one time that I did, I made sure to have somebody with me to make sure I didn't go run off and do anything crazy. And I feel like that it was my one get out of jail free card, because nothing happened. I was smoking at the same time and drinking, and I didn't feel any different. So I was like, hey, you know what? Cool. Experiment over. I'm done.
I think one of my favorite drug references. Oh my god, yes, please watch it tonight because it is
also
hilarious.
your picture is gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's hilarious. Yes, it is always a pleasure when I see Chantal in the chats.
Yeah, like one of my
she's
like,
awesome.
I've got so many favorite lines of this movie, but later on where they're trying to figure out how to get to Korea, and Deadeye's like, no, Audrey's like, there's no
Let's
bad
just do
ideas, and she's like, let's just do coke again and sprint.
Dude. Deadeye was my hero, hence why I put my you can't see it now because the void is covering it up, but that's why I put my face on hers, because she was my spirit animal for this whole movie.
Yeah,
I love Deadeye.
So funny.
There's one of the like small moments that had me cracking up was after Audrey finds out that she's actually Korean, which is what she finds out when she goes to the adoption agency. And
after they
turns
shame
out
her for being a whore.
Right after they think she's they're like, no prostitutes.
She's like, what? I'm like, but see, what's their bar on that? Because that dress looked very elegant.
Yeah, but that's
out of place.
It was out of place, and it's what people would wear to get customers from different countries.
You're right.
Like this, it's like a stereotype prostitute.
Yeah. You're right. Fair enough.
Yes, Audrey finds out that her mom was actually a Korean teen mom and came to China to have her baby and go back home. One of the small things that cracked me up was
so sad.
Lolo's grandma being like, I want my dress back.
I want my dress back. Yo, I was rocking with Lolo's grandma from Jump Street. like they came in, like when they first entered that house, that was like my ideal. I felt like I was walking into one of my auntie's houses, because that's exactly how we are. When
I say all the time
when the last shows up, that's what we do. We all drink, play dominoes. Somebody's over there playing spades. Kids are running around. Everybody's happy.
I say all the time
that the script, and I was like, "Damn it, Grandma, I like you."
I say all the time that Chinese people and Jamaican people are the same people.
The same,
especially like specifically old Chinese people and old Jamaican people are the same people.
I will asterisk that and say I feel like that's like all of the West Indies.
Yeah,
because
I just can't speak for all the other
lot.
Yeah,
well,
it's like
I can speak for Guyana, and yes, we are the same.
I can speak for St. Lucia, and it's just like that moment where she's like, "Oh, her Deadeye's family is like Chinese," and she's like, "Well, I'm Chinese." She's like, "They're like, no, you're white." Like, and they go down this list of like all these things that Chinese, that's Chinese, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, we do that too."
Yeah.
we
hence
do that
hence
too.
why
Yeah.
a lot of folks may not know in the Americas, but the Asian culture, particularly Chinese, is very
Mhm.
connected with the West Indian culture.
Yep.
We've mixed and mingled for many a moon.
Yep.
Well, after slavery ended in Jamaica, Chinese indentured servants were brought over, Chinese and Indian.
Mhm.
So there's a
Mhm.
strong Jamaican Chinese culture and
That's
a
why a
Jamaican
lot of us
Indian
tend to
culture.
look alike. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I have my note in here
My
is like
ghost is active.
they're like clouding where they're telling Kat Audrey, they're like, you've never even dated an Asian dude. And she was like, oh, she's like, we bet you don't even like masturbate them too. She's like, sometimes I masturbate to Splinter, and they're like, he's a rat. She's like,
He's a good father.
Okay, look. No,
Oh
okay,
my God.
no bullshit. She's not wrong.
But
However,
also,
however,
It's a rat.
you are wrong, and like she's doesn't even notice like the internal racism that she has,
right?
and that is a problem. Like, girl, I understand where you grew up, but that was your bestie, and you know you were at. I think it's fair enough to say that she was at that girl's house probably every other day.
You know,
during the
she
week.
could have been like Shredder, but she went with the rat.
I'm
Gross.
saying I feel like that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Brownie Tuesday before it gets late?
Yes.
You talk about it.
I
love
I've
it.
been
was
wanting
about to
to
say,
talk about. Sorry, I'm spacing out. I've been wanting
Go
to
ahead.
talk about Brownie Tuesday forever. I want Brownie Tuesday to be our Halloween group costume. I think it would be so much fun. So basically, they're trying to get to
I
Korea,
already
but
have
their
the wig for
passports
that.
have been stolen by crackhead
Mhm.
drug mule chick. Right, because she stole her suitcase, and they all got kicked off the train
Yeah.
with all their travel documents. And so this is why they're going to take Coke and Sprint to Korea.
I mean, you know what? See, we got that random weird idea from Deadeye,
Right.
but then when we're in a pinch, it's Deadeye that
Mhm.
comes in clutch, and she was worried for a second, and I totally get a lot of her insecurities. It completely makes sense because you're the weird nerd in the family, so
Well, it's not. I
yeah,
think it's not only that. It's just that you're the weird
she's
nerd in the
socially
family,
awkward.
and you don't have friends that are. All your friends are
That-
online friends, right? Like this group, like
Yeah.
all of our friends are online friends,
Yeah.
and so you don't know if they're actually going to be a real friend, if they're going to show up for you. And they came through because
and it was so surprising to
But
her.
online
Her
friends are
reaction when they
real
came through is
friends.
great.
Look, we're online
They-
friends.
That's true, but her experiences, she hasn't had that. She's used to just in the physical, and she's been let down so many times. So when everybody actually
Yeah.
shows up, she almost has a heart attack, and you can see like the shock and happiness
I was so
on her
happy
face
for
all
her.
at once, and
too.
I
I
was
almost
so
cried.
glad. And also, I don't think they ever said his name, but Baby Boy that was playing the manager
I
that came up,
recognized him from
yo,
something. I
makeup,
meant to look him
makeup,
up.
fucking Slade, face
Beats of
me,
the gods.
dressed to the nines, like yo.
Yes.
Can
Yes.
we just go out for a coffee and just talk? Can we go to the book loft and just hang out for a day? Because he
hold on.
looks like he's awesome people. And again, he showed up and he orchestrated every other thing that they would need.
They had a
fan
private
club.
jet.
Everybody coming up.
Oh, but the reason that we're saying this is because being a K-pop group was the only way that they would be able to
Mhm.
waltz through security without any identification,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah,
of course
Which is
the
such a
guard
bold
is,
plan.
right?
It-
And the guard is like,
Super
"What? You guys
bold.
are a group? I don't believe you. Prove it. Sing one of your songs."
You know what? Not only that, honestly, K-pop is so big. That guy probably looked at them and was like, I know every damn K-pop band there is. I
Mhm.
have all of their posters on my wall. I have all of their autographs in a fan club album. I don't know who the fuck you bitches are. Excuse my language. Sorry.
I mean, I feel it's too late. We got the pussy tat on the screen. I think it's way too late for excuse my language. Speaking of pussy tat, this is
We're
where
getting
it comes
matching pussy
in.
tats.
Okay.
What? Who? What? Wait, my phone, my earbuds cut out. What did you say? All I heard
So
was pussy
the
tat.
the three of us are getting matching pussy tats. We'll discuss.
Oh, we
it
are?
offline.
All right,
Cat
might as well.
tats. That's what we'll call them. Cat tats.
That just made me think of freaking Valerie Valdez's book.
Oh,
When y'all were talking, not specifically what she said in the book, but when you guys were talking about it, I think it was you, Tanya, that said like you were hoping the cats were more involved in helping to defeat the bad guys, and you wanted some more cat action. Thought that was
A
hilarious.
little bit more pussy action.
yeah.
Yes, that line has been living in my brain rent free for like the past 3
I
years.
wanted more pussy.
Oh my god.
You know what? I know what that feels like. I understand.
Same. Oh man.
What are you
So
drinking,
but they
Alicia?
perform.
AK.
Ma'am.
Rum.
Yeah. There is no other
I
drink.
was about to say it's like you don't know me at all.
When you go to
how dare
AK's
you?
house and you open the cabinets, it's just like rum. And in the fridge, it's rum, and in the freezer, it's rum.
Okay.
And then there's like a random
I don't know.
bag
You
of
could have
rice.
switched it up. I don't wanna-
There's a couple. There's
don't
a
wanna
couple
typecast you.
cartons of eggs. I mean, yeah. Well, there's a little thing of vodka still in there. I did have some
vodka.
brandy left over from our right set riding retreat, but that finished out pretty quickly once I got home. So
Yeah.
there's no more of that. It was
hold on a
tasty.
second. I'm gonna send this link to someone I forgot. You can watch, paste.
Brownie
Yeah.
Tuesday.
And so Brownie
Um,
Tuesday, they
continue.
perform the Chinese, the
refill.
Asian version of WAP, which I appreciated because they're basically
I
they
loved
covered
it.
WAP
Fire.
and then they like
That was a
everything
fucking
about it
bop.
was so cool. And I love that they went just like so Asia specific because it was like an education, but also an affirmation. And we're doing this movie because it's AAPI month, Asian
Oh yeah, it is.
American Pacific Islander month. That's why we planned it for
I
May.
forgot that actually.
We had reasons. But
We were
yeah, they
supposed
were
to pick a book club book for it too, but we didn't. We're doing American Gods.
no,
Sunday. Join us for American
no,
Gods.
Anansi Boys.
I mean, Anansi Boys. Whoops.
Yeah, it's because we were just talking about American Gods. But yeah, so they just go and they make all these cultural references, and it's just so funny. I mean, they're not singing in tune, and it kind of sounds terrible, but
Yeah.
like visually, it's so funny, and it's just like such a cool moment. And then at the end, I'm not gonna spoil the end of this, but like just watch that. If you watch nothing else, fast forward to that scene. It'll be worth it. Yeah.
Well, since I ended up buying it, you can watch just that video
What?
up until it doesn't show the pussy tap part.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then they go to Korea, and Audrey finds out that her mom is deceased.
And she meets fine ass Daniel Day Kim.
Fire Lord Zaddy Ozai. Whew, he is so fine.
Yes, he is.
And if you needed another reason to watch this movie, Fire Lord Ozai is in
There
it.
you go. There it is.
Ugh.
I will watch a
Yeah.
movie because Daniel Day Kim is in it.
Mhm.
I don't think I've watched a movie that he's been in that I didn't like.
There's like Daniel Day Kim, Hiroyuki Sanada, Giancarlo Esposito. Who
Love
else
Giancarlo.
Will I watch a movie just because they're in it without reading anything about it?
Will Ferrell.
I don't feel as strongly about Will.
Yeah, he's
Why
hit or
have a
miss
baby
for me.
crying?
Why do you have a baby crying? What's wrong with the baby? Who
You
is
have kids?
displeasing our tiny Lord of Chaos?
I didn't know you had
Oh,
kids.
I was saying that my
How many?
me kids. No one's ever heard of me talk about my kids. That's crazy. I never bring them up ever. Never. I was saying that my ghost is active because I kept hearing footsteps in the hallway and there's nobody there.
I mean, when she also
She's
watched
like
the TV
listening to
that
the
she
Isley
Brian
brothers
was
in her AirPods.
You know what? Live your life, ma'am. Live your life. We not disrespecting. Please don't come over
No,
here.
I feel terrible. I just needed to say that real quick.
Oh, I feel so bad for you.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment in this movie? The favorite
the train.
scene, favorite thing? The train.
You know what? No. Hold on. I do. Hold on. I have a note.
Which train?
Well, the Coke getting blown in everyone's faces.
That was
is
a high
favorite
point for me.
moment.
Okay.
Deadeye doing this to the K-pop guy who destroyed they destroy this entire basketball team. Oh, you know what? One of my favorite
They
moments
really
is
did.
where Lolo and Baron Davis are in the room and they're just talking about all the sex sounds and they're like, just,
You know, I knew
So
that
funny.
dude was going to be a great character the moment the bus pulled up and they opened the door and he was the first one there, just looking at her like, you know
What
we
up,
about to smash,
Lolo?
right?
So like I
But
don't
he-
know any basketball people, so I had no idea who Baron Davis was. And when Brian was watching it, and said she was texting Baron Davis, he was like, "Oh, so Baron Davis is gonna be in this then, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like,
Oh,
"I don't
whoever
know
that
who
is.
Baron-" I didn't know if that
Okay,
was a
yeah.
real. I didn't know if it was a real player or not. It could have
I
just been an
didn't know
actor.
that
I had no
reference.
idea.
You know what?
I
think
didn't know that reference.
my favorite part actually might be where Kat is standing with Clarence and she's just like sniffing him and looking at him and trying not to touch him and just like she's like
And
overwhelmed.
she's like all smushed on his chest, looking up at him like.
One of my like smaller moments that I loved is when she's leaving the voicemail for Clarence. And
Oh,
she's like,
yeah.
"We'll start with the A's."
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
look,
when she walks off and she's like when
Mm.
they're in the Korea and Deadeye went to go get the drinks for them and she's like after they've told Audrey off and she looks at her, she goes and she walks away.
She was so
reminded me
funny.
so much of Miss Piggy, but like she's so funny.
Oh my god. Damn it. Why
So
did
funny.
you put that in my brain? I can't
Miss Piggy?
stand Miss Piggy.
I love Miss Piggy.
She is abusive, but I do. Still
She
kinda
is an
love her.
abuser.
Well, yes, she
is an
is, but
abuser.
like she doesn't. We know that she's unapologetically abusive.
It was the 80s.
I mean, no, because
Oh,
she's still
man.
like that in the more modern version.
She has been
Um,
fracking Kermit up since they were kids. She
He
must
likes
be
it.
Stopped.
Yeah, he does. Kermit's a sub.
No, we
Duh.
don't.
He loves
No,
it.
we don't.
Kermit's a sub. We know that.
Kermit
While
loves that
he
shit.
out here
Mhm.
playing the piano and
Kermit gets
lamenting
pegged.
all of his woes.
Kermit
Mm.
absolutely gets pegged. You've seen the gif.
I mean,
and the
don't they all?
memes.
Don't they all though? Yeah, there's a specific meme in my brain right now.
Mhm.
that
We all know
proves
what that is. Y'all have seen it.
Yeah, okay.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
bring us back. Bring us back from the sidebar.
Jerry Springer, final thoughts, favorite moments.
Jerry Springer, final thoughts. This movie was absolutely awesome. I feel like this legit could have been me and some of my online besties going on a random misadventure excursion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 10 out of 10. No notes. We'll
No
definitely
notes.
watch
Three
again.
snaps in Z formation.
Facts.
I found this movie to be a joy. No pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
Them doing the drugs and the capsule exploding in Kat's ass. You know, that
The
was-
condom.
Oh,
Boop.
also,
was just
let's not forget
wonderful.
that the white girl got away with it, and they were the ones that got kicked off the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drug scene, the drug train scene was definitely like one of the top scenes for me.
Mhm.
Push, push, bear
She
claw.
kind of reminded me of Ashley from The Boys. Have y'all watched The Boys?
I haven't caught all the way up, but I have
I'm
seen
caught up.
the first, I think, 2 seasons.
You know what? Real
Okay.
quick, when people have asked me about this movie, sometimes I'm like, it's the Asian girl trip, but I don't like to call it that because I think that's really reductive. Because I think this is my favorite
Yeah.
girl trip movie ever.
Agreed.
Ever, because
Agreed.
it's honest, it's open, it's funny, it's got the love and the friendship. They're focusing on the friendship and not like being torn apart by some man who comes into the picture. You know,
Yeah.
everybody's got personalities that are like very much individual, and their characters are really well developed. And yeah, I love seeing more Asian representation
Mhm.
in mainstream. I really do.
And
I love
everyone,
it.
even though it's an ensemble cast, everyone had their own storyline that was unique to just them. Like you could see their footprints and how they were moving. You could tell why they were all connected as a group of friends. So
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. And that cat and like I feel like we didn't talk enough about Deadeye, but like just watch the movie, y'all.
Yes,
Deadeye was
yes.
great,
Again,
and a thing
okay,
that was really
wait.
subtle. A thing that was really subtle with Deadeye is at the end of it, Deadeye is referred to as they.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Which
Yeah.
I really, really, really
So
love.
like Deadeye kind of
And
comes
let
into
me
themselves.
let me refresh the background. Yep, as you can see, like right that's Ayla. On the end is Nikki and Tanya with the hat, and then me on the
That's
end.
me?
And yeah, look, they wouldn't let me darken the complexion any more than that. but just to point it out, this is the best one that I could get that clearly showed all of us in at least somewhat similar skin tones to what we are.
That's like me with a
for
nose
how it
job.
rendered. Okay, well, I mean, well, it doesn't replace the face
nose job
completely,
and
but
under eye
it
filler.
merges it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
You
that's
get
you.
some under eye filler. Is that what you're telling
So
me?
now you know if you guys had a
No,
baby, what it would look like.
There
Clearly,
you go.
it'd be like a 1980s bad bitch, which is like totally on brand for you.
On brand, completely.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why I've never seen you in that hat before, because that looks like it would fit well on your face.
On your braids,
Awesome.
do it now.
Yes.
Go get a
have
beret,
one.
wear it.
You don't have a beret? How do you not have one, ma'am?
Oh,
I am offended.
I don't have any hats.
I have,
Well, I
Three.
have like
No.
fascinators.
yeah.
Dude,
There was something I wanted
That
to
hurt-
say
that hurts
about
my
this
heart.
movie. Wait, shout out to Ayla for bringing me a new bucket hat.
Oh, that was so nice. I'm so glad you have a new one.
Yeah, me too.
you got a bucket hat. Oh wait,
Yeah.
you got a hat from Tariq too.
Yeah, I do. I have it over here so I can hang it on my wall. Shout out
Yeah,
to
Me
y'all
and
Tariq.
Tariq went on a misadventure to the gift shop store, and we intruded on Nikki's space to give her gifts
Oh, that's
because
cute.
she's awesome and she put together a really great weekend for us.
Until I got COVID.
Yeah. I mean, well, you were knocked out for a day. I was knocked out for a day. Yeah.
Lights out.
We'll give you details offline, Tanya.
Yeah, that's not something we could talk about. But yeah, I just overall see this
Yeah.
movie. Great. Watch it with your friends.
Great
Don't watch
movie.
it. Don't watch it with your
100%.
children. It is not a child's
100%.
movie.
And don't well, no, you can watch it alone, but watch it with your friends, like your closest
It's
friends.
absolutely more fun to watch with friends.
It's a complete vibe. You will all enjoy it.
Yeah. I want to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it with Jackie on Friday night because she hasn't seen it when we go.
Ooh,
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll watch it with
Do
Jackie.
that and report back, please.
Yeah.
Fun
Can you
times.
remind me because I'm gonna forget? You know, I'm gonna put it in my calendar.
Got you. I was gonna say I will put it in the WhatsApp right now.
Well, I'm not gonna scroll up. I promise you that.
Well, I didn't, not the group WhatsApp. I'll just send it directly to you.
No, I still won't scroll up.
What?
Gotta be honest with yourself.
I mean, true enough, but it's not gonna be out of the way though.
Watch Joyride
Mhm.
with Jackie.
It's such a fun movie. I always love ensemble casts like this when it's just pure like slapstick fun.
Yeah.
And there's campy moments, and it is a bit of a Doctor Who misadventure excursion to a different country, and yeah, I love it.
Yeah. You love a movie that'll pull at your heartstrings and your twat.
And make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not forget,
I'm always
please
partial to like
take care
immigrant
of-
stories too.
Me too.
Indeed.
Me too. We should do an immigrant film festival because I'd want to include Elemental in that. Because I actually really, really loved that.
You know what
the
movie
the
I
Pixar movie,
super
Elemental?
related to?
Mhm.
Okay.
My
What?
Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a good one.
Yes. I will absolutely say from watching that movie, yeah, I feel like Greek families also are West Indian families as well.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
Mhm.
convinced that everybody is. It's
We-
like,
we
yeah.
are-
I literally have
we are the blueprint.
an only child husband who showed up to meet my family, and my whole family showed up, like extended family.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like the actual situation
there.
that happened to me in my real life, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I
Literally
really relate to this
have been
movie.
there. Yeah. My
Mhm.
my ex of what like over a decade plus. Yeah, she was an only child. And then when she came down here, it was a very big change for her to be around a whole house full of
Mhm.
family.
Yeah, I love going to people's houses where it's like that. My friend is Greek, and I know that his family's like that. And my other friend is he is like, well, he's mixed, but like the South Asian family of his, like you go to the house and it's just like the aunties are
Oh, yeah.
feeding you stuff, and that's
That-
just how it is.
See,
And I love that.
hold on. that's a callback to the movie, actually, right there, because they were talking about like how the aunties and the grandmas will feed you, and
then
you'll
call you
know what
fat.
type of culture they are because they'll call you fat after you're done eating. But if you tell
Mhm.
them no to the fourth plate that they put in front of you, they will cuss you out, and you will still have to eat that plate.
Yeah, I remember one time
Yeah.
this woman in my life told me that I was gaining weight and I needed to lose it, and then the next day served me an entire plate of bacon and zucchini bread.
Mm,
And I was like,
that
so
sounds
am I fat or am I
delicious.
not fat?
Both.
Yeah. And not like bacon and eggs,
Schrodinger's
like straight
fatness.
up bacon.
Schrodinger's fat cat. Yep. Oh,
was
did
just
you
like,
tell Tanya
oh.
about the delicious bacon we had?
No.
Was
but
it
she doesn't
human
eat
meat?
pork.
Mm.
She doesn't eat pork, so she wouldn't like it.
Oh, that's sad.
I've never had
Speaking of
bacon
which, we
before.
should definitely talk about fried green tomatoes because I watched that recently. It's one of
I've
my
never
faves.
seen it.
It's so
I've
good.
never seen that. What?
Let's watch it.
Kathy Bates? Or am I misremembering? Or
No, wait, maybe. Yeah, I think it is fried green. Yes, Kathy Bates and Jessica Tandy.
yes, Jessica Candy. That's the
Very well
the
done.
I've never seen fried green tomatoes. I've never eaten bacon. Things you
Mhm.
should know about me.
Yeah, trivia, Tanya trivia.
right.
Alrighty. So
Let's go.
that's that. We'll see you next month for House of the Fucking Dragon. But before that, we'll see you on Sunday.
Mhm. One more month, y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you on Sunday for Nancy Boys for Wine on Empty Stomach Book Club.
2
Yeah.
p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m.
So wait, what time?
Eastern.
2 p.m. Okay.
2
okay.
p.m.
Yes.
And if you want to join us for Dungeon and Dragons, too late, it's sold out. Haha.
Is it?
I don't know.
Actually, I'm gonna buy my
But if
ticket
that's
right
not
now.
if that's not a motivation to buy your ticket right now, like should
Hold
be.
on, I'm about to right
And
now.
I gotta wait till
also-
payday.
Hold on, one more
If
thing.
there's a ticket during payday, then
Are
maybe.
you?
I'll
Well,
go.
this is
Oh.
this is
Oh
in
wait, no,
also-
it's in
August.
person. It's in
yeah,
person, right?
It's IRL.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And
never mind.
also, Tanya, we're going to talk about this on a Thursday Tuesday when the season is over. But Interview with the Vampire is back, and it's good.
Yes. And we will be covering that if y'all want to come through and tag team with
Nikki,
me.
I'm
and
buying
Meeks.
Yeah.
Sable 4
Yes.
right now.
Okay, hold on. I got to do it too.
Link
Wait,
up.
can you send me the link? Are you doing it on your computer?
Yes. Hold on 1 second.
All right, hold on. No, I can find it. Alamo.
No, I'll send it to you.
I love how we can
I'm gonna
always plan
drop it in
nerd
the-
things at the end of streams.
Well,
Well,
you got to.
You know,
I'm dropping
Tune
it
in for the next
chat.
nerdy adventure.
you're dropping
I
it
just dropped
in
it
the
in the
chat.
in the public chat.
Oh, well, I'm going to do this instead.
And I'm gonna buy Table
Geeks and
4.
Drinks. Here we go. This is, it's at 12.
Yes.
June
Right.
2nd. Wait, am I here June 2nd?
better
Every
be
time we go,
Charles.
we say that we're only going to have like one drink and then you don't.
Never happens.
What? I was about to say, who does that?
Oh, it's already on my calendar. I guess I just need to buy
Because
this.
we put them all in our calendar for like through the end of the year.
See,
One-
this is what
One
I mean.
day,
Tanya, look
one
at your
day we
screen.
were a little
wait.
crazy.
Look at
Oh,
Tanya's
shoot, I'm
screen.
frozen.
Table
You're
4?
talking and you're frozen. You never freeze on a bad face.
Oh, I'm frozen. Oh shoot, hold on.
You never freeze on a bad face.
Table
I don't
4, right?
understand how it happens.
Yeah, table 4. I am frozen. I can't do anything right now. I'm sorry.
All right. No. Selected. Find tickets.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we have to wait for her to come back until we can kill the stream, unless you have access to kill the stream.
Oh, why would I kill? I do want to kill the stream because the basketball game is still on.
Yep.
Let's go Knicks. Also, let's go Celtics.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I know. Yeah, I know they won their last game
They did.
because I was in chat with Tone and he was watching the game while he was streaming too.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep.
No.
and
They
that was-
lost.
that- that
No.
was
They
good.
lost the last game.
The Knicks? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah. They lost by like 20 points. The Celtics
thought
won
they-
their last game. Hold on, let me double
I thought
check.
they won. I thought they won the last game. Or maybe. Well, this was like a week and a half ago.
Oh no. Okay, so their
So,
last game was on Sunday and they lost. But the game before that, they
it was
did win.
Before that, yeah. It was
Continue.
before that.
How
Word.
would I like to pay for this?
So stay tuned, guys, while we're waiting for Tanya to come back. Oh, there she is.
I wish I
Join the ladies on
Fun.
Sunday for Anansi Boys.
the
and
the
then-
price done changed, Tanya.
no, it's $25 still.
Yeah, but now it's charging me like 30.
Are you
What?
looking at the right thing? You sure?
Yeah.
Did you accidentally click protect my booking?
Hold on.
Gotta watch out for them insurance links.
There we go. Non-refundable.
And if you guys don't mind, shameless plug, come hang out with me and Meeks on Thursday. We're gonna talk about some more Shogun, episodes
I love
7
Shogun.
and 8, I believe. You want to come through? You doing anything Thursday?
When is this?
Wait, not Thursday. I'm sorry, Wednesday. Actually, tomorrow. Starting around
send me a link.
7:30, but we can start at 8 if that works better.
Send me a link. Yeah, I think I could be able to
Okay.
do that.
Cool, we'll do. And then Monday after that, next Monday, we're gonna do Fallout episode 3.
Oh, I'm watching
And
Fallout too.
Bring your ass. I will send you the link for that one too. Monday evening. Then
What is
Wednesday we're gonna
Fallout?
wrap up Shogun.
It's
Fallout is on Amazon Prime. It's based on the video game,
Oh, okay. I see.
and they're kicking ass on the show. It's not like the cheesy video game adaptations that we've gotten before. They're killing it. It's a really
Alright.
great show. So
Alright,
and
good.
then Wednesday we're gonna wrap up Shogun with episode 9 and 10. And if you want to come through for that, Tanya, you're always welcome.
okay.
And then I think we're gonna do Interview with the Vampire, and
Yeah, I'll come
House of
that.
the Dragon is starting. Also,
They
so
released
we
a full
gonna be back
trailer
for
today
that.
that I've been trying to
And
avoid, and I hope they don't show during the commercials.
I have been avoiding it because I want to do a reaction for it. So yeah. Yep.
I just
like
avoid it
Meeks
'cause they
texting me while we were at work today. She was like, "Yo, the new trailer just dropped." I said, "Oh, tell me nothing else. I will
Mhm.
stay off the interwebs."
Yeah. The book they are lesbian.
Right.
Oh, Jackie. See, that's what I haven't read the book, but like they're absolutely queer coded.
That's right.
And
I forgot that was a book.
I think if they were to make it again today, that they would be very much more out about it. But yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I gotta go. I'm gonna go lay down and
Alright.
watch the game and go to sleep and take Tylenol.
Word. Thanks for hanging with us, guys, and thank you for having me on, ladies. It's always a pleasure.
Ooh, nice nail color.
Don't
thank you.
forget to keep your peens and vagines juicy.
Don't forget to flash your cat tats.
Wait. Let's get some more cat action. Wait, do the purr
Isn't
again, Tanya. Do the
time to
purr
show my
again.
pussy on YouTube? On YouTube?
Let's get banned. You guys will understand and you'll love it.
Yes, watch it.
Yes.
Bye,
yes.
y'all.
Thank you, guys. Cheers to you.
Oh, if you buy Dungeons and Dragons tickets, we're doing table 4. So
Always.
bye.
Also,
All right.
Sanderson reference.
See y'all tomorrow.